What I'm up though, folks, your favorite auditor, Audit them, the one who encourages you to audit them. As you see, I'm in the city of Burbank, Illinois, wanting to put a 1A First Amendment, as well as viewing and inspecting the expenditures book, possibly the zoning book. I'm in my uniform 2.0. I do have my clipboard with me. So we'll see how this goes. It all stems from the officials' attitude. Okay.
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, ma'am. I need to do an inspection on the expenditures for 2020.
For?
Expenditures, fiscal year.
So you would probably have to do a FOIA request? Is that what you're looking for?
No, ma'am. Inspection does not require a FOIA request.
Well, you would have to see the city clerk, and he's not here right now. He'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay, sure. Meanwhile, can I have 5 Freedom of Information forms?
Sure, let me get them for you.
Thank you.
Hold on one moment. Hold on, I have to get the phone.
Sure.
Good afternoon, City Hall. This is Kathy. How may I help you? Sure can. Hold on one moment.
What's the clerk's name?
His name is Barry Simzak.
All right, cool. Is zoning office down the hall there?
It's right upstairs, second floor.
All right, ma'am. I thank you. I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks. Pause. So now I'm going upstairs as I wait for the clerk. Let me flash the clerk's business card. So I'm going to the zoning now, because I need to inspect the zoning book as well. So we'll see how this goes. There's a bunch of business cards here. These are probably residents from the town. I believe this is the zoning office here. Hi, ma'am. I need to do an inspection on the zoning book for the town.
What do you mean an inspection?
To look at, view, take a few digital photocopies.
What, R1, R2, R3, commercial?
Um,
What's the address?
No, I'm not providing an address, ma'am. I'm doing a general inspection. When you say R1, R2, you're referring to they have different regions, different books for different sections?
No, there's one book. You can buy the book. It's $25. I mean, I can't have you sit here and like copy every single. It's it's a couple. It's not just a couple pages. Unless you give me an exact address, I can give you the, the R1, R2, whatever the.
I tell you what, ma'am. Let me see the main book. How many pages is it, roughly? So I could sit here all the way till 4:30 p.m. taking photos of the whole exact book.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I mean, I can give you, $25 for the whole book, or you can give me the specific address, and I can give you the.
No, ma'am. I like to do an inspection on the book you have readily available. I may be requesting the first 50 pages copied to be copied for free as well.
Oh, so you want to do a freedom of information?
No, ma'am. That is not correct. I'm here to do an inspection on the zoning book you have readily available.
Are you taking a video of me?
Yes, that is correct. Audio and video for my receipt, my transaction. Are you the zoning officer?
I'm the zoning secretary.
Okay, sure. Yep. I need to do an inspection on the zoning book.
Okay, I'm going to have to find out if I can just give this to you to take pictures of the whole thing.
Sure. If you, how long would that take you to find out?
Nobody is here at the moment, so I'm gonna have to take a message.
Okay, I may charge $25 per minute after 10 minutes. According to the actual Freedom of Information Act, a member of the public is able to do an inspection on a book readily available. But go ahead and find out.
I've never heard of an inspection of the book. So here you go.
Okay, well,
The mayor and the building commissioner is not here. I don't feel very comfortable with taking a video of me, sir.
ma'am, I have permission to record this visit. Okay?
I mean, you can't be charging me 20, per minute.
No, no, no. Go ahead and find out. Go ahead and find out, please.
I don't think anybody is here right now. Nobody's covered downstairs.
Ma'am, you do have the book readily available. I have the Illinois compiled statutes with me if you'd like me to read the...
Hi. Is the mayor there by chance? All right, I have a situation that I've never been in before, so, yeah, could you please have a gentleman here videotaping me? Yeah. Yeah, you want to take pictures of the whole zoning book, and usually our code is to sell it, for $25, and I'm just a little confused with what he was asking me, so, Barry wasn't there yet either, I was hoping maybe I could fix it.
She says she's confused when I already stated what I stated.
I appreciate it, thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye. All right, he didn't return from lunch yet, he should be getting back shortly.
Okay, who are you referring to?
I was speaking to the mayor.
Sure. Meanwhile, ma'am, would you like me to read the statute?
Hi, are you almost here? I have a gentleman here videotaping me. I'm very uncomfortable, and the mayor's not here yet, and neither is the clerk. And he's asking me, he wants to take pictures of our zoning book, and I told him I could sell it to him for $25, but. Yeah, and he's videotaping the whole thing. Okay, is this the same, She's right here. Okay, he wants to charge me like per minute and everything, and he's got some kind of statute by law. I don't know, I'm just very uncomfortable.
And he's actually told me that the plans cannot be revised.
For $25, and he wants to take a picture of
What we had already
everything.
approved. That's what
He
we
told
have
me
to
he's got till
go on
4:30, he
to
could sit here and
the
take
house.
pictures. Or something about being charged.
I don't know if you want me to
Okay.
send you to his voicemail, you could
Okay.
text him. And then he could give you a call
Hello,
back
hi.
with more information.
I'm waiting for two people to come up here.
Who-
I'm Mrs.
okay.
Secretary, and you're making me very, very uncomfortable.
Ma'am, I have permission to film.
Okay, this has never happened to me before, sir, so I'm just.
So let me ask you a question. Who was the second person you called?
I talked to the mayor and to the building commissioner. I've never had somebody stand.
Okay, sure.
on video of me, so I'm very uncomfortable right now.
Ma'am, the residents of Burbank are very uncomfortable as well.
Sir, as soon as the mayor or the building commissioner get here, they could speak to you. I am just the zoning secretary.
That's okay.
Very uncomfortable.
Just the phone.
Pause. Meanwhile, while I wait, can you please provide the book so I can do an inspection on?
If you give me an address, I will give you what you need.
The Freedom of Information Act, ma'am, does not...
Information, sir, I have 5 days to comply to.
Ma'am, there's two things. There's a Freedom of Information form and there's a Freedom of Information Act.
Okay, as soon as the mayor or the building commissioner get here.
Okay, sure. So, let me write the current time that I'm waiting here. Ma'am, this is legal activity. This is lawful activity. The time is, I got here at 1:15, it's 1:17 now, was pause.
No, but now he charging per minute, and I'm shaking, Dave, I'm kind of nervous. He's charging like per minute that he's here. It's something to do with some kind of freedom of information, I don't know, but I'm very confused, this has never happened to me before, and I'm very uncomfortable. Yes, as soon as he gets back, Ford is gonna let him know to call me. As soon as he gets back, I mean, it's lunchtime, so as soon as he gets back, please, okay. I don't care, he's videotaping me. He's standing up videotaping me.
I have the right to record, ma'am. I have permission here with me.
Permission, I guess, to do this.
I have permission.
Videotaping this whole thing right now. I don't know.
This is transparency.
Okay.
I'm conducting an audit.
Okay.
Please comply with the law.
Okay. I don't know.
The law is to be known, not to be I don't know. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
Yeah. I just don't understand though. I'm totally confused.
Ask questions.
It's never happened to me before. I don't understand. Freedom of information, you have 5 days to get information. So
That's
I
the
don't
Freedom of
understand
Information
what
form.
he's talking about.
I have
The
statutes
mayor's
here.
not The mayor's not there. Everybody's at lunch. Everybody's back from lunch yet. Okay. All right. Bye.
We're going to go ahead and FOIA request those phone calls there too. She said call the police department. You know, it's very simple to abide by the Freedom of Information 37-page compiled statutes and let a member of the public inspect the book, request few digital photocopies, and I'll be on my way. However, these escalation tactics, you know, are unlawful. I'd be more than happy to read the specific statute of what I'm referring to if the staff members here are willing to abide by the statutes, you know. But men lie, women lie, videos don't. Meanwhile, 2635.101 basic obligation of public service may be a violation. So now the police would come here and say, yep, he's allowed to film. That's the bottom line. I'm not here doing anything unlawful. I'm here following the state statutes. So here comes these guys.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
You being taken care of?
Young lady there. She's waiting for somebody to ask a question.
Okay. What is it you need?
I'm just a little uncomfortable. He's been videotaping.
Put the camera
me since
down.
he walked in the office.
Sir,
What
I
is it
have
you
permission
need?
to film here. What is your job duty? These are my paperwork here. I need to do an inspection on the zoning book.
So then put in a request in for the zoning board, it's $25 fee. We have court now, okay? So you'll have to come back. Okay?
Sir,
Yeah,
Sir.
Make an appointment, and we'll figure out what you need, okay?
sir, that does not require an appointment. I have the compiled statutes here with me. If you'd like to hear what the statute is, I'll be more than happy to read it aloud.
What do you looking for? Just for the information, you get what I
Sir,
want.
sir, it does not require a freedom of information in order to inspect a book readily available. I just need to inspect the book and I'll be on my way. Now you called the police here, Phil.
Who are you representing, sir?
What do you mean?
Who are you representing? What firm are you representing?
I don't answer any questions.
Okay, neither do we. Thank
Okay.
you.
See you later.
That's the difference. You have to answer questions.
FOIA.
Okay. It does not require a FOIA.
Okay.
So what are your job duties? You may be viewed by 100,000 people on your conduct, your oath of office. Another tyrants. Pause. They're back there laughing, conspiring on my rights. This is not a...
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how's it going, sir?
What's going on?
Gotta ask these folks here. I'm here with the Freedom of Information Act, just wanting to obtain some records, that's all. What's your first name, sir, and your badge number for the record?
Well, I'll give you my last name and my badge
Sure.
number. It's Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Good enough.
If you give me a minute, let me go.
Yeah. Just to clarify, sir. Sir,
Yes, sir.
filming in here is permitted, correct?
It's a public building.
That's it. Filming in here is correct, ma'am.
I didn't
It's
say
legal.
that it wasn't correct. I just said you were making me uncomfortable. That's all I said, sir.
Ma'am, your feelings do not trump somebody's rights.
Yes, sir. Give me a minute.
Sure. Time that the police showed up, 1:25.
So,
Hey, how's it going?
hey, what's going on?
Not much. You got to speak to these folks here. What is your badge number, sir, for the record?
128.
Good enough.
What's going on today?
Have to speak to these folks. I'm here to do an inspection on the zoning book. That's all. Take a few digital photocopies. Submit a few requests for FOIA. That's all.
Okay.
Yep.
And your name is?
According to the Freedom of Information Act, it is not required to provide a first name, last name, and or address. According to the Illinois compiled statutes. Here, let me grab
All
my
right. How you doing?
So, how are you?
Well, I already introduced myself. I'm Officer Hernandez.
Sure.
As you already know.
Mm-hmm.
So, they already told you if you want any of that information, you're gonna have to fill out the Freedom of Information.
Okay, sir, listen to this. I have the Illinois compiled statutes with me,
Okay.
36 pages.
Okay.
It does not require a Freedom of Information filing in order to do an inspection on a book readily available.
Okay.
I have the statute here. I'd be more than happy to read the statute aloud.
Well, you don't have to read me the statute, but what I need to know is under what authority are you here to inspect the book?
Under what authority? The Freedom of Information Act of
Okay.
Illinois.
Well, then you fill out the Freedom of Information Act, and they'll give you a whole
No,
copy of the book.
sir, there's two things. There's a Freedom of Information form, and there's a Freedom of Information Act. It's
Right.
two separate things.
You fill out the form, and they're going to give you a copy of the book for whatever fee that they charge.
Sir,
Listen. Okay. You fill out the form, they'll give you a copy of the book.
this is what I need
There
you
you
to
go.
this is what I need you to do, sir. I need you to file a report for non-compliance.
I'm not filing a report for anything. There's no report to file.
Do you have body cams rolling, or is your phone
You
rolling?
can't. No, my phone is not rolling. I don't.
Videoing? No?
Listen.
Okay.
Fill out the form. They will gladly give you a full copy of whatever you're asking for.
Okay,
For
I'll
their
tell you
fees,
what.
for
I'll
whatever
tell you
the
what.
fee is.
My good man, listen to this. I'll tell you what. I'll fill out these forms here. Is the clerk available?
No, you'd have to make an appointment.
Okay.
You have to make an appointment to see any city official.
Do you have the statute to back that claim?
Come back with claim.
Let's talk lawfully. Talk to me lawfully. You're saying that I have to make an appointment in order to see
Well, if you want to see them,
someone.
if you want to see someone, you need to make an appointment because they may be busy. They may be in meetings. They may
Okay.
be doing this. They may be doing that.
Well, sir,
So,
the
normally-
lobby
I mean,
opens
listen,
at 8:30 and they close
normally-
at 4. I have all the
normally-
time to sit down, fill these in business hours, and complete my business here.
Yeah, you can fill those out and
And then again, the book, if it's readily available, I'm not wanting to pay $25 to keep it.
well, they're not going to give you the book,
Okay, well, sir,
but
that'll
you can gift a copy of it.
okay. Are you aware that the first 50 pages are free?
I don't know how many pages are in it.
With the freedom of the first 50 pages are free with the Freedom of Information Act.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'll go ahead and do, I'll go ahead and fill out a few FOIA forms. The young lady downstairs, very nice lady, she mentioned to me that the clerk was on the way with the budget book, the fiscal year comprehensive annual report. So there's 2 inspections that I have to inspect. The zoning book along with the budget book for the town hall. When I receive the budget book and or when I receive the zoning book, that's the information I'm going to be obtaining from within that book in order to finalize my forms. So you see, without being able to see the book, the zoning and or budget book, I'm unable to complete my FOIA forms.
They are not going to give you the book. I'm going to tell you that now. They are not going to give you any books.
That's unlawful.
But you can request a copy of the book by
Okay.
filling out that form.
So let me ask you, my good man, what is the reason why they would not want to provide the book for me to inspect, but they'll be willing
Okay,
to make a
listen me,
copy?
Listen to me. I'm going to say this one more time. Okay? You can fill out the Freedom of Information for the book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But you are not getting the book.
Well, that's an unlawful refusal of service.
They're giving you the service. They're telling you if you fill out the form, they'll give you a copy of the book.
Sir, that's unstatutory. You're a you're a law
I am not a
enforcement.
FOIA. I'm not a FOIA attorney. I am informing you of how
Okay.
this is going to go. Okay?
Okay, well, what I'll do, my good man, I'll fill out these forms. I'll hand the forms over to get a press stamp copy, and I'll ask the young lady what is the reason, or you know what it's unlawful basically.
I believe they have 5 days.
5 days of compliance for a record to be produced.
They'll give you the book.
For a record to be produced. However, the book is readily available.
They're not going to give you the book.
Well, that's unlawful.
Okay.
Okay, our record, listen to this, on record. 5 Illinois Compiled Statutes 141.2. Presumption, all records in the custody or possession of a public body are presumed to be open to inspection or copying. Any body that asserts that a record is exempt from disclosure has the burden of proving by clear or convincing evidence that it is exempt.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the law there.
Okay.
So you
Oh,
you gentlemen being law enforcement officers, the next step would be for you gentlemen to file a form of non-compliance.
I'm not going to not
Okay.
comply. I am not an attorney.
Okay, so why
You
are
can
you...
file, listen, you can file the form out, and what they will do is they will contact, I'm pretty sure they will contact the city attorney and find out if they can
Okay,
let you
anyhow, my good
inspect that
man,
book.
anyhow, I will be filling out these FOIA requests here.
Okay.
Okay, and like I said, the young lady from downstairs, very nice lady, she did mention to me that the clerk was about 5 minutes out of town on the way in order for me to view the budget book, which is a totally different book from the zoning. These folks up here at the zoning office are non-compliant. Folks downstairs
I
maybe...
don't know that they are non-compliant.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and start filling out these forms here.
Yeah, fill out the forms, hand it to them, and what they will do is they will give it to the city attorney, and the city attorney will decide whether you can come in and inspect the book. That's all.
what's
I
the-
don't know if it's exempt or not.
Okay, what's the first name of the city attorney?
I have no idea.
All right.
I don't know his first name.
You work for the town.
Right, but I don't know his first name. It's not my job to know everybody's first name,
Okay, sure, good enough.
correct? A lot of people work for the city.
Yes.
But go ahead and fill out your forms,
Sure.
hand it to them, and they will do whatever they do with it, and then somebody will contact you.
Okay, well, that's
Okay.
unlawful, but I'll go ahead and fill the form out. I mean, you know, it may be a suit in the court of law.
Okay.
This may become a legal suit in the court of law.
Okay.
Okay, guys?
Well, again, not denying you. I'm just telling you, this is how right now that it's going to go. Okay.
Good enough, sir.
Now
Pause.
you're going to. Hand them the forms. Try not to. You know, they're a little uneasy.
Sir,
That's-
you
hold
said
on,
it in
let me
your
finish.
best words.
Let me finish.
These folks are a little bit uneasy. But it's not about easy or not uneasy. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
I agree. But, so, fill out your forms, we're gonna go talk to them, tell them that you are, will always have your
I'm
legal
very
rights
fair.
to fill them
I'm
out.
very fair. I speak soft.
And I have been nothing but respectful to you
I
the whole
choose
time.
my words very wisely,
Right.
and I study the actual Freedom of Information, 36 pages.
And I have been nothing
Multiple
but respectful
times.
to you this whole time,
Absolutely.
okay? So I'm gonna go talk with them, and
Cool.
then we will be on our way.
Okay, sir. Pause. I'm going to fill out one of 5 FOIAs.
Spoke with our city attorney.
Yes, sir.
More than happy to oblige you. You have to FOIA. That's according to our city attorney. Produce your requests in writing, and whatever it is that you need, we'll handle.
Sir, can I ask you?
Simple as that.
Can I ask you a simple question?
Sure.
Okay. What's your first name and job duty?
I didn't get your name.
Sir, I am.
didn't get your name.
Sir, I am filling out
That's
the
the
freedom.
way people operate.
Sir, listen to
You come
this.
in, you upset the staff up here, the staff downstairs.
Sir, listen to this.
No, you listen to this. You're
Sir.
in our building.
Sir,
City
this building belongs to the residents.
Exactly.
Did you ever inspect the organizational chart?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that being said, I'm filling out a Freedom of Information does not require first name, last name, and
Well,
or
you must
address.
be smarter than our city attorney because you have to. And that's all we're going to tell you.
Sir,
Now, if
that's
you
a false
insist
claim.
on being here longer than needed, we'll have to take other action. And that's all we can tell.
Okay, you just stated a false claim there.
Okay. Well.
Okay, and it's on
that's
camera.
Your prerogative. You have to fill out a FOIA. We'll be more than happy to comply with it. More than happy.
Men lie,
That's what we're supposed to do.
men lie, women lie. Videos don't.
Oh, no, that's good for you.
Okay.
I'm glad you were able to afford a
How you
camera.
doing, sir?
Okay.
That's what he was
I've
told.
already-
Okay. Fill the forms
Yeah.
out.
Listen to this, my good man.
I did that. I did it with. I just called the attorney up.
Listen to
I
this.
told him that he will.
That's what he stated. It's
We already-
unlawful
I just
from
got
his
the
end
phone.
and from his attorney,
Anything
and
other than-
it's shown on video that that's unlawful.
I,
You know why that's unlawful? Because the statutes say otherwise. And now he's conspiring back there.
Like he said, fill out the form.
He's conspiring against my
and you'll get
rights.
the- whatever documents you need.
Sure.
Anything as you feel is unfair, that's an issue for the courts. All right.
hmm Now he's conspiring back there. There may be 100,000 people viewing this event. Keyword maybe.
Okay, sir.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and fill out these FOIAs, receive a stamped copy, ask the young lady down there if the clerk did arrive so I can inspect the expenditures book, and I'll be on my way.
So what I understand is that you're gonna need a FOIA for that also. So you might as well fill one out for both.
Okay. Anyhow, I'll fill out the forms, and
You can hand them to them. They can
Sure.
stamp whatever, do whatever. Then go downstairs, give them to them. They'll do whatever, and then that'll be it.
okay, my good man, I thank you for the professional act.
Is it possible to see an ID just so we can verify who you are?
Sir,
Well, in the state of Illinois, it is still permissible for me to ask for ID, and
Sir,
you having to provide me with
sir,
ID.
listen to this. Filing of freedom of information does not require first name, last name, and or address.
I'm not asking you to put that
Okay,
on there.
so I'm not going to refuse my identification. However, I have not committed any crime. You cannot articulate that I have broken a law.
So you can
So therefore, I'm not obligated to provide any identification in this matter.
Well, not
Okay.
in that matter, but I was called here first. So
Well,
I'd like to know who I'm speaking to.
Sir, like I said, I'm filling out freedom of information. The man back there conspiring against my rights.
Who's conspiring?
Okay, these, it's being shown.
There was nobody conspiring against your rights.
Okay, well, like I said, my good man, I'm filing these freedom of information, and it does not require first name, last name. The reason why I asked the gentleman or the young lady who I'm conducting business with is because this is a professional law here.
Okay.
And it's required for a staff member to provide at least the first name and job duty. Okay? That's the bottom diddly.
Well, I for identification.
Well, sir, like I said again, I have not committed any
Well, here's the
crimes.
thing.
I'm not going to
We were called
refuse, and
here
I'm not going to
because
provide
they were a little disturbed, which at this point now I'm called here because they were disturbed. So
Okay.
I'd like to see your identification.
Sir, like I said, I'm not going to be providing my identification because I have not broken any laws, and I'm not obligated to provide any information.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Okay, sir.
He is going to finish filling out his forms.
Receive
He'll
a few
hand you
stamp
form.
copies.
He just wants something saying that he handed them over, and
Stamp copies. Press stamp. Thank.
okay. So,
You gentlemen have a pleasant day.
you too.
Pause.
Sir, hang on.
I have these forms completed.
Huh? Okay, your Dave's here.
Dave. Ma'am, I have 4 forms here. I have my email here.
Okay.
A list, roster of all employees and job duties. All vacant properties recorded in the town within the years of 20 to 21. All properties whose water bill exceeds $3,000 and up. This is to serve as a FOIA request and complaint, and to be tracked and logged in the FOIA log maintained by the town FOIA officer. A member of public visited town hall on March 8 around 1:30 p.m. According to 5 Illinois Compiled Statutes 140, FOIA requested to inspect the zoning and fiscal CAFR books readily available and was denied service. The staff members, by the name of, don't know how to pronounce it, called the police to violate my rights, and town clerk and mayor also refused service and violated 5 CFR 2635.101. Therefore, I may be pursuing legal action and am requesting signed oath and signed and dated oath of office of town mayor and clerk.
Okay, I did not call the police, but that's your complaint, so that's fine.
Okay, I will be
Okay.
obtaining those phone calls there. Can I just please have stamped copies with the date on it? What I mean by stamp is a press stamp.
What kind of a stamp?
Press stamp?
What do you want it to say exactly, sir? We only do permits up here, so I
Okay.
don't know what you mean. What do you mean a press stamp?
With the date.
Oh, I can give you a date, no problem.
Like I said, it's a given, there's still no functioning toilet or bathtub or anything like that. And they are bringing
So your
water from
permit,
an outside
yes,
source, and they're not paying to use the public service, the sewer service, which is included on your water bill, but they can't block his
Yes,
sewer. so
yep,
you can't use it,
our
you know?
building is open.
Right.
We're one of the cities that didn't close. You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Pause. With that, ma'am, can I please have a large envelope for my documents? Pause.
So you want the copy or the original?
Originals.
Oh.
Ma'am, you and the staff members made it very uncomfortable for me.
I understand because I'm very uncomfortable myself.
You know, people get treated like this without videotaping.
I have never in my life been videotaped. You
Okay.
made me very uncomfortable. I did not call the police. I called the mayor. I was very uncomfortable. I've never been in this type of a situation.
Okay.
So now we're going to handle this because now
Sure.
we have the freedom of information.
And what is your clerk's first name?
The clerk, you can go downstairs and talk to the clerk's department.
Okay. Who called the
Okay.
police?
I don't know. I called
You-
the mayor, I called the clerk, and I called my boss.
Okay. You have a good day. Thank you.
you.
Well, not thank you, but anyhow. Guys, slap the Google reviews and the Yelp. Let me see. Hi, ma'am. Is the clerk available for me to inspect the budget book?
Well, you can fill out a FOIA request.
Okay. Anyhow, ma'am, I've been refused service, so I'll go ahead and just send an email.
Okay.
Okay.
I gave you his business card,
You sure did.
and here's an additional FOIA request. Here's an
All right.
updated one, so.
Okay, sure.
case you
Yep,
need it.
yep. This one has the actual statutes attached to it.
Yes.
Okay, now the officer upstairs did say that you mentioned something about my visit here, but they called the police and, everything shows on video. I was refused service to inspect the books as well, zoning and budget. Anyhow, ma'am, you have a pleasant day.
You too. Have a good one.
All right. What was your first name?
Jasmine.
Thank
Your
you.
name was?
I did not share my name, ma'am. It is not
Well, then
required.
why are you asking my name?
Because, ma'am, you work for the town. You have an obligation, code of conduct. Thank you. There you go.
Thank you.
Man, these folks are crazy, man. I cannot get out of line with my tone. Anyway, folks, like, comment, subscribe, man. Send the town, your concerns. This is the city of Burbank. Fail. Big fail. Love your neighbor.